we go. Gonna get mud in my shoes. Oh, there goes the mirror. Pig. There's a pig. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am just about to go out for a first ride on our BSA Scrambler demo. So I've only done, I think I literally rode this around the block when I PDI'd it. So yeah, so first ride. Another first ride today. Did the Bantam this morning, or just a minute ago. I've defrosted a bit because it is bloody cold, and now we're going to go up just out the other side of Cheltenham. I think there's let's warm up. There is some little lanes out there, and I have seen some bikes on them, so there might be green. I think they're green lanes. I want to go there and have a look. Let's I have seen bikes on them before, so I'm not sure that will hold up in a court of law. So why are you on here, sir? Well, someone else was, because this feels quite a bit bigger than the Bantam. So yeah, so we're just going to take it nice and easy. I said I've only literally done a few miles on this, so going to take it nice and steady whilst running it in. Thank you, Mr. Golfman. Yeah, a few customers I spoke to said they hadn't seen any videos of people going off-road on these, so I thought, well, we can, I'm sure we can do a little video of us going off-road in it, see what it's like. Nothing too extreme, obviously. But this, I really love the style of this. I think they've just, yeah, the Scrambler style is excellent. I think they've really nailed the look of it. The single pipe. I'm not sure if I would prefer like a higher pipe, like a high exit one. But yeah, I think it looks great. The little fender on the front. Yeah, I think they've. I think the BSA in general, they've just nailed the looks of all the models. You know, the Gold Stars, that, you know, the classic BSA look. The Bantam, I think, is just brilliant. It's like kind of modern with all the black on it. Yeah, I think they've just nailed it. And then this is just, yeah, I think this, I don't know, is this my favourite or is it the Bantam? I don't know. I've got to say, look, the black version of the Scrambler looks particularly good. When we had our first demo that we had, and then we had a customer who wanted the black one, and we had that one, and we hadn't registered or anything as a demo, so we sold him that one, and we got this one to replace it. But yeah, the black one is particularly nice. Same with the Bantam. I think the black Bantam is my favourite as well, with the Union Jack. Oh, I'm indicating. So the Scrambler hasn't been as popular as the Bantam. I'd say 90% of the BSA cars I get at the moment are for the Bantam. But neutral there. But yeah, so we have sold one of these, and I've had a fair bit of interest on it, but kind of, yeah, everything seems to be about the Bantam at the moment. Yeah, I'm in part of some of the BSA groups on Facebook, and everyone who has taken delivery of these has been loving it. So I think it's obviously it's still only January, and these have only kind of just started being delivered to customers. So the more they get out on the road, the more people see them, I think will drive some interest. But the engine's just great. The gearing's really good. Suspension, again, I think it's obviously uprated from the Gold Star to deal with the so if you did want to go off-road. Yeah, that's really wide handlebars. The rider position is really nice as well. Sat right on top of it. Yeah, I think it's really. I think BSA have really nailed it with this. The only thing I noticed on this is when you get to fifth gear, sorry, top gear. The only thing I noticed on this, when you get to top gear, the lever doesn't go solid, so you don't know you're in top gear. It's always, it moves. It's kind of one criticism I like to, especially if you're new to a bike, you might not be used to what kind of gear you're in yet. Once you've been riding a bike, you'll know what gear you're in, but when you're new to something, you kind of go to click up a gear, and the gear shifter does move, but obviously doesn't select a gear. I mean, that's just my opinion. Some people might like that. Some people probably know what gear they're in, unlike myself. Look at that off-road, smooth as anything. Can't quite stand up on it though. Oh, you're a bit like the handlebars aren't high enough if you want to really do some off-roading on it. Well, see, when you're doing enduro, you want to be standing up and you want the B-bars to be like up, but you're still like hunched right over on this. Maybe if you put some, like, you were going to do some like proper green lane, like you want to have some bar rides on it so you can stand up and then your arms are straight as opposed to being bent over. Right, let's stop and get some photos and then we'll head out. First impressions though, really nice to ride. The handlebars, just the riding position, you kind of perch right on top of it, you can chuck it around. Look how dirty it is already. I've only come up the country lane. I have to get these clean this afternoon. Most scramblers probably, because what Ducati do a scrambler, I think most brands do some kind of scrambler. You got the Triumph 400 scrambler. My dad actually had one of them. I mean, do people ever use them off-road? I mean, when I've been walking around here, like with the dogs and Emma, you've seen quite a lot of enduro bikes, like, full enduro bikes, and you have seen the odd kind of Tenere, 890 Adventure R, I've seen a few of them out. Did see a couple of the little Triumph Scramblers 400 are out, but it was kind of like I wouldn't say it was a green lane, it was like a gravel track, but I suppose it's nice to have the option if you have a bike like this. If you did want to do some kind of light stuff, if you live kind of somewhere, you wouldn't want to do anything real heavy, like deep kind of mud green laning maybe, or like big ruts, because you might have got the ground clearance or probably the tyres to kind of deal with it. I used to do quite a lot of green laning when I was when I was younger, and when I had EXC 200 and then a Husqvarna FE350, and as soon as you're on the road doing kind of 30-40 mile an hour, because you've got mainly off-road tyres on, it just feels horrible. It feels like you're just floating around on top of the road. So great if you're just doing, I mean, we used to put it in the back of the van and go stop near the green lanes and go all that. You wouldn't ride there, but some places is a bit more versatile. It just depends on kind of how off-road you want to go really with it. Really, if it's just some light gravelly bits, or if you want to go for some full blown off-road, you might want to have something a bit more specialist. What other scramblers are there? You've got the R9T did a scrambler. It's probably about 20 grand or something. Ducati did a scrambler. Just trying to think what other kind of bikes are we going up against, and this not Hunter, Royal Enfield have got the Scram, haven't they, which is a similar kind of thing. I keep flicking the main beam on, that's okay. That's a minus point. If you've got a thick glove on like this, if you go to see as you go to get the clutch, you can hit the main beam button. Minus points for the Scrambler there. Right, so that's where we park when we take the dogs out. That's the way we walk. So I think we go up here and then left, and then we should have a little off-roady little track maybe that we're allowed on. Pig. There's a pig. Piglets. Right. You have to bear with me because I haven't ridden off-road in a long time. So here we go. Gonna get mud in my shoes. Lovely. Oh yeah, it's quite. Those handlebars do need to be a bit higher, or those mirrors push back, because that gets right in your way. Hang on. When you're standing up. Oh no, I've loosened the mirror now. When you're standing up, those mirrors get right. So you hit on your arms. And you're bent over quite a lot. Makes it very difficult. You kind of want to be sat down really, but we're going to be standing up most of the time if you're really leaning. Puddle. Oh, I've got waterproof shoes on. Or jeans. I've just got my normal bike gear on. Oh, I've got a wet arse. I mean, this kind of stuff's fine. I mean, I've got all my wrong shoes on, but I don't want to put motocross boots on because they're so thick and clumpy. You can't. I think we'll be able to do your gear shifter. Oh, there goes the mirror. Oh dear. Let's stop and do that. Okay, tyres, when you get on a bit of mud, the tyres do struggle a bit. There we go. Right, I'm just going to spin it round here. I don't want to go too far. Lovely. 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 Oh, another thing, the foot pegs are a bit slippy as well. Right, let's head out that way, I think. Over the rocks. Do a bit of rockiness. God, I haven't ridden off-road in so long. So this is where you want to be standing up, really. Oh, we're neutral. But it's a bit hard to be standing up on this at the moment. This is rocky. Where does that go? I don't know where that goes. I'll go this way. There you go, a bit off-roading. I'm a bit rusty. You do notice the weight on that. But yeah, I mean, if you just, going some light paths, the first bit was fine, you know, some light paths. But once you got onto that bit of mud, right, to spin it around, you do, yeah, you notice it, the weight a little bit. But oh wow, look at this, lovely. Probably driving through someone's private estate or something that I don't know about. Oh, I know where we are. Yes, I know. Well, there you go. There's a little adventure off-roading. But at first, as for a first ride, I'm blown away. Again, it's got loads of power. The riding position's really nice. The main beam light is annoying because you can flick it if you hold too close to the switch gear. You can flick it on when you use the clutch. Fine, that's minimal. You get used to that, or put your hand over slightly. Sounds great. Rides really nice. Even all those rocks then, it wasn't too bad. Tyres are great off-road and on-road. Then it was fine. Just when it's if you're going to do some thick mud, these standard tyres might struggle. Sounds good. Again, if you want to do more off-roading, you might probably have to raise the handlebars up slightly so you can stand up. But you know, just for some light green lane, it'd be absolutely ideal. You know, what a versatile bike. You know, you can chuck it around the lanes, do some green lane in. It looks great. I think the looks are absolutely banging. Which you get a little tail tidy on the back as well, maybe a little light guard on the front. I know the accessories are something that everyone's kind of after, but they seem to not be coming through. But hopefully in time there'll be some aftermarket ones, and then we can kit some bikes out. It would be nice to have a gear indicator. Maybe that's just me, like, just being lazy. Just to get so used to it now, most bikes having a gear indicator. I think where the gearing obviously in the Scrambler is a little bit shorter, you think you're in a maybe higher gear than what you are. So availability wise on these, so they're all 5999 plus you're on the road. And availability, again, we've got colours on the way, got both colours on the way, got another black one on the way, and we've got this one will be available once in a few more miles, and we've got the grey and the yellow. So the yellow, that is, we've got one of them on the way to us as well. So yeah, if you want to get in touch, please feel free to book a test ride, come and take it out, and see what you think. Yeah, I think you would be blown away by it. I think I've really taken back by the whole range, the Gold Star, the Bantam, and this. I think they ride. Just, you know, someone who comes from I've always ridden sports bikes or like enduro, like green laning bikes. I've never really had anything in the middle. Yeah, I didn't know what I was expecting, but I've ridden obviously so many bikes. You know, I ride every bike we sell, but not, you know, properly. Last year we took out an S1000R and Triumph Daytona, so to go out on something like this, I think it's just yeah, it's just great. It's such a difference. You know, it doesn't want to make you ride like a lunatic, and you're just happy just pottering around, and still got plenty of power when you do want to open the throttle like that. You know, it just shoots up to 70. They look great. It's a lot more versatile, and it's got a lot more character than. Now that I took an S1000R out in the summer, and then was out on the Ducati Monster, and to know it's obviously super fast and has all the technology you could ever want on it, and is you know, a much better ride of it. It was just a bit, I don't know, it just seems a bit, not boring, that's the wrong word. Do you know what I mean? There wasn't much character with it, whereas this, there's loads of character. On that little Bantam road this morning, with, you know, pops and cracks when you're on the downshift, and you don't expect it from a little bike like that. So yeah, I think these are just, you know, back to basic motorcycling, which is great. And like I said, it's cheap fun. At £6,000 for a brand new bike, I know you can get on £6,000, you can probably get quite a few brand new bikes for it, but yeah, I just think this offers a lot of versatility, and it just looks great. So yeah, so I just wanted to get out on both of them today. This is the first day we've had where it's not been absolutely pouring down, and we are going to do some more videos. I'll get Emma out on the, she can't ride it because it's too tall for her, but I'll get her out on the Bantam and I'm in the Gold Star, or vice versa, and yeah, and then we need to learn how to do the editing with the 2 cameras, so that might be a bit later in the summer, but yeah, we'll need to get a company to do it for us. So we'll figure it out, but yeah, we need to, because we filmed something on, we took out 2 Ducati Monsters, but trying to do the editing where there's 2 cameras and 2 voices, it's a bit above my pay grade. I need to learn what to do with that. So yeah, hopefully we'll figure out how to do that out before the summer, and then we can make some more videos and get them out, which should be nice. And yeah, I got my dad, hopefully he wants to get on, he's got a Royal Enfield Interceptor, so it'd be quite nice for him to bring his bike up and we can do like a nice back-to-back test with that and the Gold Star, and get him out on these as well. Oh, there you go, main light on again. Right, back at HQ, I'm going to get this jet washed off. Well, warm my hands up first of all, and then get this jet washed off, and get the Bantam jet washed off, because we've got an appointment on that tomorrow. Hopefully that will result in another sale. Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will get this cleaned off now. I'll put a link in the description and contact number and everything if you want to give us a shout, if you want to get booked in, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Okay, bye.